Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion right, that's Hyatt. Hurts throwing right away. That one taken in by Neighbors. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors.
31 yards.
And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. To the air goes Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Daniels.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
That's caught by Senate.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
To throw is Daniels.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels.
Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's Daniels. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll drop that underneath to ETN.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Daniels.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
Hardman on the return. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And fighting down inside the 25.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, easy, 63, back. Hey.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
63.
Hurts. That's caught downfield by Neighbors.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 41 yards. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Giants. Nick Chubb from a yard out.
And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And it's now 21-7.
Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
Now Daniels.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Ben Sinnott
from 10 yards out.
And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go play action with Hurts. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And some room to run now. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Travis Etienne, 39 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards, but he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Over the middle.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
On 2nd and inches,
Hurts.
Here's Johnson with a reception. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yards. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Then he'll take this back down inside the 20. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
It's Deontay Banks with it.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now back to throw.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
It'll be a gain of 5. Third and 7 now.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. Now he's loose at the 40. Travis Etienne to the 20.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for... oh, my goodness. Here's a 5th interception.
Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Another tote for Etienne.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running out of the gun with Etienne.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
4 yards to pick up, first down. A handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
To the air goes Daniels.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
70 range, Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Get up.
To throw is Daniels. That one is slant to McLaurin.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Hey, 73.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And now here's another interception.
Still going inside the 20. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6.
He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants.
Jalen Hyatt,
54 yards.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Here's Hardman to return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Hurts. Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now Hurts changing up the play.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Daniels.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
ETN up the middle.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And fortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. He'll look to throw.
Finding Hardman.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. That one taken in by Neighbors.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
With just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10.
Crowd up, Yeti. Crowd up, Yeti. Crowd up, Yeti.
Back to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
They'll look to throw. That is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Hey, Silver.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. They shake. And he is in for the touchdown with no time remaining. And Charles, we're a 2-point conversion away from overtime.
And that won't be easy. We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here?
Hurts will throw.
And it is incomplete. They can't hook up for the two-point conversion.